Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So for this week's decoration, I'm going to be using the gorgeous Planners Anonymous Girls Trip Kit to decorate in my planner. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, we're going to use Girls Trip this week. 2 reasons. Number 1, it's too pretty to wait any longer. Number 2, I am going away this weekend. It's not a girls trip. It's a work trip. I don't know if that counts. Anyway, I am getting on a plane and I'm rather excited about it. So I feel like it's a good week to kind of do this. So I'm just going to pop some of these off because I'll have to put some of them back in again afterwards. But we'll start off with this gorgeous leopard print. I love the purple and the teal. It's giving me life. But what I do want to do is I want to use the stickers. I know I didn't use them last time. I feel like I really want to this time. But I want to use, I'm going to tear this down the edge. So I'm just going to make sure I've got enough room to put my panel. And then we're going to tear down the sides and I'm going to pop in sort of some extra stickers along the way. I'm debating if I want to put... I was really sold on that, and then I just thought, no, if you want to put tape on the top, it's going to look weird. I don't want to do a flip out this time. I know I don't want to do flip. I know I want it to be flat. And I'm definitely leaning towards the more travel-y part of this kit as opposed to the stationery side of this kit, which is fine. That's why I sort of don't want to use this one because it's not really that's not really what I'm doing. Just having a look at this one too. I could just do a solid colour. Okay, so got the purple. That would actually look nice torn down the side, and then I could put the white at the bottom. Okay, let's do that. So, find my ruler. I need this bit of paper that's going to be torn to be, what's that? 18.5. So, I feel like the easiest way to do this is just going to be to cut. Actually, no, it's not. The easiest way to do this is going to be to tear it and then cut it back. So, I just need to make sure it's wide enough. So, we're about 5.5. What am I doing? Alright, so if I sort of tear here-ish, I think I'll be okay. Now, I want the white edge, so I'm tearing upwards, which is harder, but, you know, I'm actually going to help myself out a little bit here and just use my ruler. It doesn't need to be straight, but I want it better than the sort of messy way it was. That's good. Cool. Okay. And then I can knock this bit off. What did I say it was? 18. 18.5. You know what? Let's do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm going to cut it about there-ish. Okay. So I'll come back to that because I want to put the tape down first. I'm going to put the sort of cityscapes and stuff on the bottom. No, I'm not. I just really like the middle of it. So I don't do this often, that I go all crazy and have to cut washi, so I figure it's okay once in a while. So I'm just going to trim down a little bit off the bottom so that I've got the ability to then trim the excess again off the top. I can just line it up a bit easier. So I'm just popping that down. I'm actually sticking it there. We'll just cut that bit off. And then I can place it and then cut off any of the excess on the top. It's all right. Made a mess over on my little thing. It's all right. You won't see too much of that anyway, but I love the idea of having a cassette. So I'm going to Adelaide this weekend, and I just love just the running joke that, you know, Adelaide's so behind, they're still on cassettes, which is not true. Not true even in the slightest. So I'll put that on there, and I can come back and cut the excess off later. And I'll do the same thing on the other side, and then I'll put the leopard print washi on the bottom of both. I love that so much. I love the purples. Alright, so then this side will have this bit. I'll obviously make it smaller so that I can just fit the bits I want. Kind of annoyed now that I have this bit on the edge, but that's okay. And then I'll also put in the same thing. I'll cut, actually I think that edge is going to be alright. I'll use the opposite for the other side, just so that I've got a slither of it, so it kind of looks the same. So then we'll put down, where am I having this? I'm just going to just trim off a little bit of this white at the top. You'll never notice it's sort of been doctored a little. There you go. So that'll sit there like that. And we'll trim it off now because I know we're good. And then it's just the width that I've got to work out, but I can get to that. Oh, that's all right, it's fine. I thought I'd cut it a little small, but I haven't. It's all good. I think that's roughly. And then obviously this doesn't fit the whole way in. The box isn't the right size. So all I'm going to do is cut this whole panel out. I like to use all of it. I know that that's weird, and I know that I don't have to, but I think it gives me such a nicer look to have that whole bit. I like the width. So I'm going to cut that out just using my craft knife and a ruler and stick it down. It will be a slow process. You guys know it. You've seen it, so it's not a big deal. But I'm going to do that and I will be right back. I've realised before I keep sort of sticking this down is that I want to make sure that my edge is in the right spot. So I'm just tacking this. It's being held, but it's not solid. Okay, so that's too close to the edge. I need to move it over just a little bit more. Not a lot more, but just a little. Because I need this to sit right, and I'm going to trim off, obviously, some of the edge. Now, the hardest part is this bit here, because it doesn't want to sit flat. When I put the other bits of the boxes in, this will all kind of line itself up. So that bit is just tacked in there for a second while I build the rest, and then I can move anything I need to as we go. A little trick that I do sometimes, and I'm going to do today because it's sort of a bit more fiddly, is if you can get a nice clean kind of cut somewhere in there, it allows you to move this around a bit more, and it will go back together just fine. So it just gives you a bit more freedom. You're not quite as stuck, and you can wiggle these a little bit easier. There we go. It'll all go back together again. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know. That's perfect. I love when they come together like that. So I'm going to trim off a little bit on this edge so that it sort of looks a bit more even. And then I can go ahead and put this whole panel straight down on there. Now, you guys have seen me do in the past that I've done flip outs. I just don't need one at the moment. It's not that busy. It will be in a couple of weeks. We're not there yet. So I can have something that's a bit more subdued and a bit more easy. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side while I'm here. I'm just going to trim off like a couple of centimetres. Not a lot. Why is that getting stuck? There we go. Not too much. I can always trim it off shorter if I need to. Go. That then makes that even. That's the first thing. And then it just kind of pairs these two together. Because otherwise it does look a bit funny that one's got a torn edge and one doesn't. So this solves that problem. Okay, so I'm going to stick both of those down and then I'll be right back. The other cool thing about using that sort of bit down the side is it means that none of my actual stickers have been punched there, just that edge had. So it works really beautifully. Okay. Oh, I love that so much. This is the easy part for me. This is where we come in with some stickers and cover my dates up. I haven't got anything happening on the back, so I think I'm okay to put them down just as they are. If you've seen me do these PA ones before, you know I have a tendency to take off the white around the edge. I think for this one I'll be okay, but let's have a look. I just want to be a bit closer. I'm bad. Very, very bad. These are a different shape though, which I love. So I'm leaving a very, 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 very small slither of white, but I am going to cut around the edges just to... It's just me. I'm just a crazy person. Just a crazy person. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put the dates in as well, and then I'll be right back for the last of the decoration. coming back and thinking about anything else I want to put on here before I just do stickers. And one thing I really want to put in here is some of these Polaroids. I just think they're gorgeous. I'm just debating. I think it just needs one. It doesn't need 2 or 3. It just needs the one. I'm just debating if it's going at the top or the bottom. That's my favourite one, but I'm thinking it's going to be the Cityscape because it just looks right. No, it's definitely the bottom. It's definitely the bottom. It's definitely there. So what I am going to do though, just because I want to, is I'm going to have this as a flip up. I'm just going to get a lighter colour. Just a lighter colour. I think there is a lighter colour. I think they're all darker colours. That's okay. Oh no, there we go. Oh, that's what I have to say with the others. I was going to have it so that the lighter bits at the bottom. So we'll trim this down. I'm going to use that side because it's got a little bit of dirt on it and we're going to cover it up anyway. So it works. There we go. So good. I want that on that side. So I'm going to fold this over so I've got the bottom. There we go. I'll just trim off the little bit at the bottom, that's fine. So we'll close that over. And then trim off the excess at the top. And then stick that down, and then I can cut off any excess that's sort of still hanging there. And that way I can put it whichever way I like. Like I can give it a bit of, doesn't have to be 100% straight. Whereas if I did it with just like not the back and the front, it would have been a bit less able to be moved, if that makes any sense. And then even though I've got my corner rounder, I'm just going to follow the shape of the die cut just to round these corners off just a little, just so that they match. And there we go. Okay, so that's going to sit just off centre just a little, so it sits like that. And then we're going to bring in some stickers. Where's my sticker book? So the things I need, let's do them first. Let's get rid of some of this mess. Let's do the things I need to have first. So I need to put in some boxes for my flights and stuff. So I'm going to grab some of these plain ones. I'm going to use a bit of the bit more of the purple. I feel like the purple sort of, actually let's use the dark purple. Let's use the dark purple. Okay, so I'm going to pop in this dark purple one down here because I'm having my hair cut on Thursday afternoon, so that can go in there. What else have I got? Ash hair, day off. Okay, I've got 2 flights on Friday and Saturday, so they can go in. Friday is first thing in the morning. Saturday is last thing at night. Actually, I'm going to use the pink one, so it kind of matches the thing. And then Sunday's a day off. Oh, I did want to do that too. So rather than using my regular day off and work stickers, I'm going to use these ones. So I'm going to put my day offs on Sunday and Thursday. That's not straight. And it'll bother nobody but me, but I must change it. So Sunday and Thursday. I don't need to put work on the others because I know those. Flights and flights, day off. And then this bit is going to be my mail section. Which will go, no, actually I'm going to put my mail up here. So let's just do decorations everywhere else. So I want, I need to put something else on Friday night. So I'm taking my, some of my stuff over in Adelaide out for a party. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm also going to put a big box on Saturday so I can write in where I'm working on Saturday. Because I'll be in the city of churches. There we go. So then I can come in and put some decorative things in. Really want to use this one. I don't know if it'll quite work. I just love the, don't do that. No. Oh, phew. I thought I was going to ruin it, but I haven't. It's all good. I need that to write on. I'm going to pop this down in this corner instead. I just love that sprinkle. I just think it's so pretty. So that can go there. I'm going to pop in one of these little martini glasses for Friday night. Do I have a not clear martini glass? I'm sure I do. Yes, I do. Like I said, it's not a girls' trip, but there will be drinks involved. So I've got that. Could use that one. Oh, that's what I need to do. I'm gonna. I will end up putting mail down the side here. I don't have a lot at the moment. I've recently, for the first time in a long time, I don't have anything coming. It's weird because the last of it arrived last week. So it feels odd to not have purchased anything. This is what rising interest rates will do to people. They can't buy stuff. Pop that in here and I'll put my packing list on the inside. I'm going for a day. I don't need a lot, but you do have to pack. So I'm going to pop that on the inside. Packing list. Sprinkles there. Partied with friends, packed and unpacked. I'm actually going to bring in some more of the Polaroids. I just really love them. They're so pretty. And because these ones are a bit smaller, it just kind of works. And again, I'm kind of avoiding the... I'm avoiding the stationery side of it. Not because I don't love the stationery side, because I do, but because I've kind of gone with the party theme everywhere else. So it sort of seems to make more sense. So I'm just doing a bit of sticker surgery on these stamps. They've just got slightly too much white space around the outside for me. I'm just fixing some of these up, and I'm just going to, again, put them at angles around the place. And then I wasn't going to do it because I was going to avoid any ink because I know I splattered last week. I'm not going to splatter, but I am going to add some stamps. I actually don't want that now. Just gonna add that. And that can kind of be my mail list, and I'll just put little, oh yeah, I'll just do it. Just going to bring in a little bit of the blue. Just on that edge. I feel like that's not straight, but I think it's okay. Then we'll grab the Mail Mini. There's also pink. There she is. Alright, and then I'm going to grab the stamp. So in the stamp set, which is really cool, I love this stamp set. In the stamp set, you've got one row of light sprinkles, and then you've got 4 individual streamers, for want of a better word. I think if I pair this up with Peacock Feathers, Villainous Potion, and pink. It has to be pink raspberry, but I think it's actually it's going to be Seedless Preserves. Seedless Preserves looks really purple. It actually comes out a bit pink. And I'll show you that in just a second. So we'll get one of these little stamps. So you'll see that actually comes out closer to that. But I might do like 2nd gen. Yeah, I'll do 2nd gen just to tone it back just a little bit. So I'm just going to do this in random spots. I'm going to do like 3 or 4 of each colour on each side, and that should then pair it all together. Happy with it. I think I should have done it first as opposed to last, and that would have made a difference. I love that colour combo though. Remind me I need to use that in a blend. It would actually look really pretty on a card. So actually some of these would make really pretty cards. It's on the list. It's on the list. I did make one teeny tiny little boo-boo there, and that was I left my Villainous Potion open. And it got a little bit on the edge. I actually don't think it's a bad thing. I think it looks fine, but, oh, whoops. But it is there, nonetheless. So there we go. That's my week using Girls Trip from PA. I know we've seen it twice in a row. I try not to do that, but I really wanted to do that or One Sheet Wonder thing last Wednesday. So this one was always going to be here, but the MemoryDex was supposed to be Wednesdays, but I flipped it up. Anyway, doesn't matter. I hope you did enjoy this one. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't checked out Friday's project where I did do the Shaker MemoryDex card using this kit, go and check it out. I'll link it down below. The unboxing for this kit's also there, and there is a playlist on the end of this video with everything I've ever done with PA, and there is a lot of it, so you will enjoy that if you enjoyed PA. They have some beautiful stuff too, especially coming soon. And keep an eye on their Etsy store as well, because they're doing regular releases of digital kits, which is a lot of fun if you're someone that likes to really stretch what you can do especially with paper. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, an awesome, awesome week, and I will catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!